You know Nepo babies? They always go, oh, it's unfair, these Nepo babies, they got all these. But I could have been a Nepo baby if I had gone into scrap metal recycling. You know what I mean? We all could be Nepo babies. It's just most of us don't want to fucking do what our parents do. Like, what does your dad do?
He was a doctor.
He was a doctor?
He was?
Yeah? And what do you do?
I'm a doctor.
Whoa, so Nepo baby actors are bad, but a doctor is good? I'd be like, get him the fuck out of here. I want someone who had to work his way to the top. He was born with a stethoscope in his mouth. What kind of doctor?
It was in my ass, actually.
Okay, answer my question, proctologist. What kind of doctor are you?
So, I do a couple different things. I'm an emergency medicine doctor, but my wife and I own a men's health clinic.
A men's health clinic?
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean?
It means we do a lot of testosterone and erectile dysfunction treatments.
Okay.
You should look us up online, by the way, SoCalMen'sClinic.com.
Are you implying that I can't get it up or that I'm low testosterone? That's gotta be a tough calling card to go up to guys and be like, hey! Okay, so...
So actually, they come to me. I don't approach them, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so guys come in.
Yeah.
And, I mean, erectile dysfunction, there's pills for that, no?
There's a lot of things for it. Pills is one.
Sure. So your practice, you just give them the pills, or?
I mean, we give them the pills if that's what they want, yeah.
What else do you do for the pills?
There's an injectable medication.
There's an injectable medication.
There
I'll
is.
take the pill. Oh, God, do you have a way that I could stick a needle in my dick instead? This is... I just hate swallowing. So with the injections, though, do you give them the shot so they go home and do it themselves, or do you do it there and they run home as fast as they can? They're like, just do the pill, John!
I follow them around until they're ready, and then I inject them out.
You're
No.
Okay, tell me what it
Take
is.
it home.
Don't lie to me, by the way. I mean, like, I don't know how it works, so we're gonna believe whatever the fuck you say.
I'm sworn to do no harm, okay? I'm by you.
Who made you swear that? The Men's Health Clinician Society? Okay, so you give them the injection there?
Well, we do a test dose there, and then they take home the medication.
Okay, you teach them how to give the shot
Yes.
themselves.
Yes. I mean, I don't. My medical assistant does, but...
Oh, that's beneath you?
I just didn't want to give the impression that I was injecting dicks all day long. Okay? I wanted to be clear about that.
That sounds like a Me Too movement waiting to happen. Your Honor, he made me touch dicks every single day. Okay, so you give them a test shot there to see if it works.
Yeah, to know what the dose is, yeah, and to see if it works.
Yeah. And then what do they do with that boner at the office? Is that what I think? What else could it possibly be?
So, the medication lasts about an hour.
Lasts about an hour.
But there's an antidote that we give you. So
There's an antidote? There's a boner antidote out there? What is it? You show them a picture of their grandma or something? What? So there's an antidote? Is it another shot? Is it?
there's
pills? There's pills? You take a shot for this and a pill to stop? Just take the pill in the beginning?
there are pills, there's shots, shots, and then sometimes you have to get it drained in an emergency room.
Drained? Wait,
That's
drained which way? There's more than one way to drain a boner. Which drain are you talking about? Do you mean
the blood.
The blood?
Yes.
What? So at no point are they allowed to jerk off? You say like, you can't do the cum way, we gotta do the blood way.
It doesn't go down after an orgasm.
So sometimes you give them too much medication, and I bet you tell your assistant like, don't worry, I got this part. So they're hard, they're too hard. Maybe they're even in pain. They go, you did way too much, doctor. And then you come in there with a what? A knife?
No.
You bring a rabbi in, like, let's get the rest.
That last part's in an emergency room.
In an emergency room.
Yeah, that's not happening.
So you have to bring them in a gurney. They're lying down in the gurney like this.
No, they're not in the office when that happens.
They're not in the office. You have to bring them somewhere.
No, that's never how. Let me be clear.
Yeah, you thought you were getting an advertisement out of this, didn't you? Round of applause if you have divorced parents. Make some noise. Yes.
I'm an identical twin, so maybe I'll blame it more.
You're an identical twin?
Yes.
Like the Parent Trap. Where's your twin?
I'm visiting to see you, but she's back at home. She asked me to say hi to you.
No. I thought you were supposed to do the same shit. What the fuck? I got one fan for the price of two. I have so many questions. Do you like each other?
Yeah.
Are you very similar?
Yeah, we're like mirror twins, so we look identical, but we have like opposite personalities.
Did you guys know that term, mirror twins?
I'm right-handed and she's left-handed.
Oh my god. What else? Tell me more.
I love red, she loves blue, I love chocolate, I love vanilla. We have the same eye prescription, but switch.
You're like, I'm Jewish, she's a Nazi. You like me, she likes Matt Rife. It's Oh my god, that's so weird. Do they study you for science?
They tried when we were in university.
They tried?
They would offer us money to study us.
What did they want to study?
Like our sleep patterns.
Oh, God. Do you sleep on your stomach? She sleeps on her back? Something like that? What kind of money? I would do every study I could.
We talked about it, but then we were like, one day.
Yeah, one day. Have you ever played any pranks with it?
Yeah.
Tell me a prank. God, I wish I had a twin.
We've switched classes for the entire day, and none of the teachers knew. We had
They're like, yeah, she's just as stupid as she was yesterday. That's the nerdiest fucking prank I've ever heard in my life. You take algebra today, okay? They didn't even know. Are you dating someone?
Yeah, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah? Have you ever tested to see if you could test? Yeah? Oh my god, what was the test?
I did it over the phone.
You did it over the phone?
Yeah, so her twin sister called me, and I was like, what do you want?
Is that how you answer when she calls you? What do you want?
I could tell by the voice. It sounded different.
It sounded different?
Yeah, and I was like, Why didn't you just call me from your phone? Like what?
Okay, and were you testing him to see if he could tell?
Yeah.
I heard them both laugh when I said, what?
Oh, sure.
Why is your sister?
What was the test? They're like, hey, I'm touching myself.
And you're like, I can tell it's your sister because I'm rock hard right now.
It'd be cool. You get jerked off with the left hand. That's gonna be fun.
I'm not going to talk about politics a lot because I don't know what they're like here. And there's a bodybuilder in the front row who looks on the opposite side of my spectrum. But here's what I'll say. Political affiliations aside. Put your affiliation aside. How the fuck is anyone still on the fence? Who the fuck is still on the fence? I want to meet these people because I want to see how do they get through the rest of the day. I want to find them. I imagine they're all stuck at a fork in the road, just thinking what they're going to order for dinner 4 fucking years ago. I don't, you know my political views. I'm a Jew from New York. When I raise my shirt, you can see my gutters. You know who I voted for every election I've been allowed to. I told this Bernie Sanders would be president. I remember I told my mom, she's an old school, my mom, yes, thank you. That's everyone who voted for him in Wisconsin. Thank you so much. I told my mom, she's a big Democrat. I told her, I remember way back in 2016, I said, I like Bernie Sanders, and she said, nah. He's too loud. And I think that's the day I stopped believing in democracy. And you know, people say they say, okay, you don't like democracy, name a better system. One in which my mom cannot vote. That is my only requirement. I don't want to take women's right to vote, but if that's what it takes to get my mom to stop voting, I will do it. I don't know. I think. It's hard to even talk. It's hard to even make comedy about politics because it's all dumb. The way we talk about it is dumb. When they were deciding Kamala being the nominee, I remember the news would be like, is America ready for a black Indian woman president? And I was like, are we allowed to talk like that anymore? You know, it feels, honestly, when we talk about politics, we kind of use the same kind of blunt language we do with pornography. You know what I mean? That's when you put in Google, you'd be like, black Indian woman, middle-aged busty. But the things you want in porn are usually the opposite of what you want in politics. You know, in porn, everyone's fine with 2 women on their ticket, but not really. And then the other way around, you know? You're never like, okay, for my porn search, black Indian woman, who else do I mix this with? I know, the oldest, most boring white guy we could possibly find. Gotta really round out the interracial gang. I see those of you who have not laughed for the last 5 minutes. I have kept it pretty nonpartisan, I gotta say. I don't know. I just think everything we talk about, it's. I love where they just go, oh, I want an outsider. Imagine if you were hiring a plumber and I was like, oh, you gotta try my plumber. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, okay? He's never even seen this shit before.
I don't know. I had a good time in Seattle. Sometimes I think, tell me what sucks about Seattle, because I'm really thinking, like, oh, could I move here someday? Seattle freeze? Rain. Okay, one thing at a time, please. You guys were too excited about that. You're like, oh, don't worry, buddy. Seattle freeze.
Yeah, it's hard to make friends, and when people are friends with you, they're very slow to get warm to you.
I thought you were talking about a weather thing, and you were talking about the call. You've described my entire social life forever. But it's called the Seattle freeze?
Yeah.
So let me just understand this. They say, let's get lunch. And then they don't text you.
You'll have no friends for 2 years unless you really try.
Can I tell you, I know you're saying that to deter me from moving here. But now I feel like I should move here because then I finally have an excuse. Oh, it's not me, it's the Seattle freeze. I'm happy to be in Seattle because last weekend I was in Tacoma. Yeah. You from Tacoma? Hell yeah. I was there last weekend. What the fuck? There were plenty of seats available for that one. I don't know why the hell you made this trip. The people, because this was sold out, and we added a show today. The people who came to the Tacoma shows that had to from Seattle were mad at me. They acted like they came from Afghanistan to see me perform. Well, thank you for making the trip. Were you born and raised in Tacoma? Yeah. Do you like it there?
I love it.
You love it. Why do people talk shit about it?
I think it's sketchy.
Yeah. There's a smell? Who said that? Oh my God. There's a smell for the whole Tacoma. Like if I ever see a candle that says Tacoma, I'll be like, oh my God, is that a prank candle or something? The Tacoma aroma? Oh my God! There's a song? Oh, I had no idea how bad it was. What is the Tacoma aroma song?
Paper plant, I think.
What'd you say?
It's a paper plant, I think.
Oh, it's the paper mill.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really bad.
Did I smell it? I don't know. I want to go back there. Now I'm worried. I thought it was me. I was like, I need a shower. Last audience told me about something called the Seattle freeze. Can you explain Tacoma? Don't pretend like you know. You're like, yeah, Seattle has some problems too. All right, you deserve something. What's the Seattle freeze?
Like basically when it rains, it freezes, and we have so many hills.
This is so embarrassing for you right now. Because even I know that's not what the Seattle freeze is. Were you just guessing just now? You're like, I think I got this. It's ice related. No, it's no, you dumb Tacoma hick. It's not that at all. Don't clap too hard. I'm starting to smell paper over here. Could someone else say what this? Could someone educate her? Who knows it well?
People freeze you out.
People freeze you out.
It's overall friendliness, but we won't ever invite you over to dinner.
Yeah.
Hi, and then we walk the other way.
Where's the friendliness part in any of that? Hi. Why is that? As a New Yorker, New Yorkers are considered rude, and
We'll open a door for you to smile. But we're not gonna have you over for dinner.
yeah, I get it. I'm not going to dinner at your place. I got it loud and clear. You guys just bring that up all the time. And old lady's like, could you help me across the street? Okay, but just to be clear, we will not be coming over for dinner. Working on my dad. I told my father, I said, if you vote for Trump a third time, I swear to God, I will never speak to you again. So now my mom's voting for Trump too. No. No. There's no way you can be at the front row of a drag show rooting for Trump. The hypocrisies you hold in your head are incredible. No, you do you. That's where accepting becomes too accepting. You
she's like, well, me doing me is you no longer doing you. And you go, okay, what the fuck is going on? Biden's killed the entrepreneurs. Please don't fucking vote. Please, dear Christ almighty.
We're trying to legalize in Ohio recreationally.
Good, that's the main cause we need to worry about right now. You're looking at the world, you're like, I need to get high to get out of this shit. Performing for a Trump voter in the first row of a drag bar does make me want to get high, you're right. Why are you the way that you are? I hate it so much. I want to let it go, but it's so fucking weird. Do you understand that your party would not condone the event that you bought tickets to tonight? Do you understand that? That the performers that you just saw, if the people that you wanted won, they would have everyone in the show arrested tonight. What is this? What is this?
I didn't know anything about that. I just want to make money and he made me rich.
What, he made you rich? Did you fuck him and he paid you in hush money? How did he make you rich? Yeah, but the economy's like the fucking ocean. It was not just one fucking guy. It goes like this, and it goes like that. It's not just one fucking guy, and it's not worth it. Your money isn't worth it. I don't want this to become preachy. But fuck, man. Yeah? Ohio can be different, man. You guys are a real mix politically here. It's gotta be tough. We did a show, we did a Don't Tell show at a drag bar yesterday, and there were drag queens on the show. And then Axis. Why did you come to that fucking show? That was not sold out at all, I'll tell you that. And I made that Trump joke earlier about my mom and my dad voting, and this woman in the front row, she was like, woo! And she started cheering for Trump. And I was like, you can't be a Trump supporter and go to a drag show. You know, if you're a Nazi, get out of the deli. You're not allowed. You can't be like, Heil Hitler, I'll have a knish, please. Are you two together?
We're roommates.
We're roommates.
Yeah, surprisingly. We're
Yeah.
not actually in a relationship.
Yeah. And are you guys artists? What are you?
We're just queer.
You're just queer. That was probably the nicest way I could ask, like, are you gay? Are you artists? That's how scared I am. I'm fucking like, I'm a loser. I'm just like, are you, do you paint? Do you enjoy poetry? Do you slay on the weekends? Please don't hurt me. I know one of you has like 500,000 Twitter followers. You can ruin my life in a second. What do you do for work?
I'm a veterinary assistant.
A veterinary assistant. Oh, that must be a fucked up job. How many dogs did you put down today?
I work with exotics.
You work with exotics. How many flamingos did you put down today? That's not as sad. We're like, ooh, what are they like? Do they die like slowly? Like one last leg up and then they're dead. You're a veterinary assistant for exotic animals. What exotic animals are in Raleigh, North Carolina?
Like a lot, you'd be surprised.
Like what?
In my interview, the first animal I saw was a kangaroo.
Okay, good. It's not just me. You guys live here and you're like, but it was from the zoo.
Private collector.
Oh my God. And what was wrong with the kangaroo?
It needed its arm amputated.
Oh my God. Did someone hop on it? What happened to its arm? How did it occur?
It got caught in a fence, unfortunately.
Oh my God. I know, that's so sad. And that was your interview? You had to cut off the arm? That's a tough job interview. What? This is not going to be funny at all, but we're going to go into it because okay, so you got there and the kangaroo's in the room?
Yeah, it had
had just gone through surgery, so we were just like checking its catheter and all that.
Oh my God, you had to put a catheter in a...
Yeah.
Oh, an IV.
I was just watching because it was my interview. I wasn't helping yet.
Sure. The interview was just, are you gonna throw up when you see them put the catheter in the kangaroo's amputated arm? Is the kangaroo still alive?
Yeah, it's doing great.
Yeah, does he come in for visits?
No. He just, I mean, sometimes we do house calls because it's kind of like a big deal to bring in a kangaroo because you usually have to sedate them and all of that. So.
Sure. Because kangaroos box. I feel like I could beat up a one-armed kangaroo, you know. What other animals? Anything more impressive than a kangaroo?
We get like a lot of chameleons, a lot of like chickens and rabbits. And...
You went the wrong direction in your